weird era of...
This is insane, bro. What's going on, man? Welcome back to another video. I know I didn't see y'all in the past couple of days, but that's besides the point. So let's go ahead and just get into the video. Kid movies are getting weirdly sexual. Let's go ahead and start.
Y'all just went to watch that new Spongebob movie. What's up with y'all and all this?
Have y'all seen the advertisements?
Oh my
Have y'all
gosh.
seen what is in that?
But I forgot when this movie had first came out, bro. This is crazy. SpongeBob putting this thing right here and swinging that mug. That's crazy,
it's
bro.
It's inappropriate.
Social media is in a frenzy after Ice Spice went to the new SpongeBob movie premiere wearing this outfit.
Like, do we not?
This was kind of crazy, bro, when this was going on. And she pulled up in that outfit. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of crazy because when you think about it, this is a kid's premiere, bro. Like, people bringing their kids here. You know what I'm saying? They looking at the Ice Spice. They seeing her drawers through her pants.
Remember this?
I don't know.
They have put adult jokes.
I remember this though. I remember when SpongeBob did this in the SpongeBob movie. All right, I'm done talking. I'm done talking.
Years. There's literally nothing wrong with this movie.
Just because they put content in kid shows in the past doesn't mean it should continue or that it's right.
SpongeBob used to be a silly and harmless show. Yes, it's had its questionable moments, but there was always some type of innocence to it. Now, the new movie has parents and...
This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That scene is actually, this is crazy. Look at SpongeBob right here. This is insane, bruh.
Social media collectively concerned and wondering, what in the world is happening to children media today? Dirty jokes and kid cartoons and movies are nothing new. If you grew up on 90s cartoons, you probably get it. But something about children entertainment looks a little different now, and the more you watch modern kid entertainment, the more you realize the innocence is being ripped right out of them.
Oh, this is what I was saying. Okay, kid shows nowadays, they aren't hiding it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like back then in the 90s, they slickly added in there, so it's like you see it, but you wouldn't recognize it if you was a kid. Nowadays, if you a kid, you recognize it. You know what I'm saying? You recognizing the crazy looks, you know what I'm saying? They just doing too much nowadays. Adults was the only people that was able to recognize it. And even as adults back then, it kind of just flew over some people's head. But nowadays, bro, it's not flying over nobody's head. It's just out in the open, bro. It's just out in the open.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the history of cartoons and how subtle, dirty jokes that used to go over our heads have turned into whatever this is. Welcome to the Girl Talk.
It's prime now.
I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't.
Hey, I'm classy. I'm a part of the Girl Talk. You feel me?
Just get those away for free, but hopefully at the end of this video, we become bestie enough for you to take that next step. If you want to learn something new today, you're in for a treat, because what if I told you that cartoons were never originally...
Nah, what they doing? What they doing? I ain't never... Who this is? I don't... Is this Betty? Am I tripping? Who is this?
For kids.
We know that cartoons are for children, but they're also profoundly not for children.
Well, the history of cinema in general, is one that is made originally for adult audiences. In the very beginning, there were all kinds of lewd jokes.
Okay, so this was made for adults.
Innuendos and references that kids might not get, but adults surely did.
Back in the early 1900s, cartoons were played in theaters late in the evening, so the main audience were adults, unwinding after a long day at work. These cartoons were filled with racism.
Crazy. It was always the racist jokes too, man. They always doing like blackface or something like that. This is crazy too.
Visuals and overall way too aggressive for kids back in those days. Betty Boop was a mainstream symbol, and the visuals and themes in the cartoons were, let's just say, not the most innocent. It wasn't until censorship stepped in and television expanded worldwide that cartoons started being packaged as more kid-friendly.
In 1934, the Hays Code came crashing down on Hollywood, and Betty got caught in the wave. Betty, once a nightclub headliner, was recast as a domestic figure. She started out representing the liberated spirit of the Roaring '20s. But by the end of the decade, she was barely recognizable.
When the Hays Code came along, it enforced strict moral guidelines that banned things like profanity, suggestive dancing, and violence in cartoons. So if you thought cartoons were sweet and cuddly, think again. Now, with all this censorship in play, animators couldn't have Mickey Mouse smoking cigars and Betty Boop.
I feel like back in the days, they did have everybody smoking cigars. You was either smoking a cigar, having a drink, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Especially in like the old cartoon movies like Pinocchio and stuff like that. That was popular at the time.
Flashing the audience. No, they needed to start making
Pinocchio
movies
was a crazy
that would
movie.
clutch at your heartstrings.
The animated
They
one.
needed a movie that would make hundreds of families around the world sit around the TV and laugh.
Today in the Walt Disney Studios in Hollywood, there is coming into being something entirely new in entertainment. A motion picture called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The first full-length feature animated production in cinema history.
Was people pulling up like that though? Was they pulling up to the movie theaters like that? It's a lot of people.
Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs proved that high-quality, family-friendly movies could not only be a massive financial success, but they could also entertain children without parents' help. This is the era of babysitter cartoons, where cartoons would basically raise children on Saturday morning.
Fred Flintstone, Bugs Bunny, and other shows like The Jetsons, The Alvin Show, Beatty and Cecil, Tom and Jerry, Mighty Mouse, and Woody Woodpecker. All
TV programs on a sheet of paper or on like this is actually insane, where they tell you what's going to come on at each. This is crazy. And how did they deliver this? Did they deliver this through mail? Like, this is insane. 7 o'clock, Bugs Bunny Show, Yogi's Gang, Super Friends, Lassie's Lacey's Rescue Rangers.
These cartoons would see their success
There's
repeated
Superman,
when their
Batman.
episodes were rebroadcast on Saturday mornings, helping solidify that time slot as the time to target advertising dollars to the
Crazy.
teens and under market specifically. All became longtime staples of Saturday morning.
So now, cartoons were basically kid-only,
PBS Kids.
with many of them following the same.
What's y'all favorite PBS Kids show? Hold up. I'm gonna stop y'all right here. If y'all haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all haven't liked the video, make sure y'all like the video, because we're trying to get out there in the algorithm and I need your help, need your support. So if y'all want to help a guy out, man, help me out. Go ahead and do it, man. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. I just wanted to stop y'all, just to let y'all know that. But we can get back into the video though. See y'all.
Same formula of clean jokes.
But drop y'all favorite PBS Kids show. Mine is Martha Speaks, Word Girl, ABC, the ABC World. I think it was Word World, and Curious George. Curious George was my top. Those was my top PBS Kids shows.
Books with simple stories and most definitely family-approved messaging. Now, I would be crazy if I didn't bring up that weird era of...
This is insane, bro. This is insane, bro. You gotta think, like, when the animators animating this, bro, they cracking up because they know what's going on, bro. Hey, look at the eyes. Look at the soft motion. Why is it curved, bro? Nah.
Weird cartoons.
Why the log on his back? How the log even get on his back? I've seen this show before, like back in the days, but
that era.
Ren and Stimpy is one of those shows that my parents hated it.
Yeah.
They saw the characters, they're just like, this is dumb and they're ugly and this isn't funny. And I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this.
This is an Adult Swim show,
every
bro.
time they do something in this show that's gross, I don't want to watch it, but they do it so often that I'm like...
Ren and Stimpy was, I mean, I watched it when I was 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, and I loved it, I laughed at it. But I have memories, like vague memories of little Justin, like that show freaking me out.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Over time, producers started realizing that parents were never too far when children were watching their shows.
And I guess the reason they made it the way they did is to also entertain the parents too. You know what I'm saying? While they're watching the shows with their kids, you know what I'm saying? So both parties are getting entertained.
Parent was either folding laundry or reading a newspaper on the couch, making dinner for the family. Believe it or not, as inappropriate as a lot of these jokes and family-friendly movies and cartoons were,
Arnold, you make my girlhood tremble.
Are you male or
Right.
female? And how do you tell the difference? I mean, is that how?
Right.
They were mainly aimed at the parent who was co-watching.
That's what I was.
Postmodern
That's
take
what
on
I was
familiar
thinking.
tropes with such a wide range of comedic styles, you ensure that your show can be enjoyed by anyone. Kids can be drawn to the
Kids
more
and
overt
parents.
sight gags and wacky antics, while adults will be able to appreciate the show's incredible wordplay and more nuanced written humor. It's an incredibly difficult line to walk, and Animaniacs seems to be able to do it in a way that almost seems...
And I feel like they do it in a way where it's like they feel satisfied if they can pull it off. You know what I'm saying? It's like a stunt. If you feel you risky, but you still playing it safe. But if you pull it off, it's like, yo, I just pulled that off. You know what I'm saying? That was a slick. That was a nice little wordplay. Woo woo da da da. You know what I'm saying?
Effortless.
Not to mention, a lot of the jokes were so subtle and quick-witted that a lot of them just went right over our heads. That's why there's so many clips of people rewatching their favorite childhood show and realizing, this is insane.
Cartoons that ruined my life. Number 1, Ren and Stimpy. There's an episode where Ren decides he wants to live alone because of how annoying Stimpy is, and ends up befriending a corpse that he later uses as a weapon to kill hallucinations of himself as different emotions. Imagine pitching this concept as a child's cartoon.
The dirty and weird
Crazy.
animations were dirty, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them weren't lay it all out there dirty.
You know what I'm
if you get
saying?
what
It was sneaky. They was sneaky with it back then. But nowadays, they just take it and slap it on the table. You know what I'm saying? For everybody to see.
When Shrek came out in 2001,
Shrek has
a
some
lot of
crazy jokes
things
on that mother.
started changing.
Mirror, mirror, show her to me. Show me the princess.
This is crazy, bro. In the bed.
Perfect.
No way. I don't remember this, bro. And I watched Shrek so many times.
The Shrek franchise proved that you could be a little bit more raunchy and still get love from not only children, but now parents.
Adults,
So now
yeah.
their audience was expanding. You see what's
Yep.
happening? Imagine how much more
That's
money
what I
they
was-
were
that's
earning
what I
now
was saying.
that 4 tickets were being purchased at the box office
Not
compared
just
to
one
a kid
or
watching
2.
cartoons alone on a Saturday morning. It became normal to have a dirty joke or 10 in a movie. Now, the first movie that did
Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat, bro. This movie was crazy, bro. As a kid, I low-key liked this movie. I didn't pick up on all the dirty jokes, but Cat in the Hat was crazy back then.
go just a little bit too far for some parents' taste was the live-action
Cat in the Hat.
It
I
pushed the
remember this. It's so nostalgic seeing it too, bro.
boundaries even further, becoming one of the most controversial kid movies at that time.
It's hard to put all the blame for its failure on one person. One of the biggest criticisms for the film
It
was
was
its
creepy.
inconsistent tone with too many adult jokes. It's really just hard to determine who the film was for. Parents were upset and uncomfortable, kids were confused, and critics were repulsed.
And it was at that
Facts.
point
I was
that
confused. I was a kid that was confused. It was just so much going on that I just didn't know what to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? I just knew it was Cat in the Hat, and I enjoyed the freaking thing 1 and thing 2 in the movie. That's all I
dirty
remember.
jokes in children movies were here to stay, even if they made some parents uncomfortable. Today, though, something looks different with children's media, and it's becoming very hard to ignore. The emotionally intelligent and easy to watch programs were switched to more watered down and overstimulated movies that would bring
That's all it is now, bro.
families further apart rather than bring them together.
I
My
didn't.
dad knows
That's I was
Toy
in
Story by
Rio.
heart. My mom has had to watch Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, and Cars more times than she would care to recount. But regardless of how old these things got for the adults in my life, because they were on repeat and I was burning out VHSs, they were entertaining enough for them to actually enjoy watching these things with me and spending a little time with me. When kids' content is being so dumbed down and so watered
The parents don't even want to watch
it becomes that
it.
much easier for a tired parent to put some headphones on the kid, shove a tablet in their hand.
So let's paint this picture. Okay, we have parents that won't go anywhere near whatever it is the media is calling children's entertainment. And then we have children watching said entertainment that, let's be real, is adding no value to their little developing brains.
No
All
value,
they're
bro.
seeing is violence and
What the actual freak? When was this this episode.
But
y'all just went to watch that new SpongeBob movie. What's up with y'all and all this ass? Why is it so much gluteus maximus?
I'm telling you, bro, they over-sexualizing kids shows nowadays. Like I was saying, they was doing it back then, but they was doing it in a subtle way. Now it's just so blatant that you can't run from it, or you can't even ignore it. You just seen Teen Titans go over there throwing his butt. I ain't never in my why Teen Titans throwing his butt
on the screen?
Robin.
Every 5 seconds in that movie, bro, I'm seeing crevices and curves that I didn't know animated characters had. Where's all this coming from? What are we doing?
It's very obvious that Hollywood and children entertainment are still pushing these dirty jokes, but something about them looks different today. Instead of them being subtle and quick-witted like we mentioned back in the day, they're provocative.
Reach of the day, but I think that the advertisement for the new SpongeBob movie is extremely to the point that it gets extremely uncomfortable.
If you felt uncomfortable watching the new SpongeBob movie, there was a hidden visual language that was going on that you didn't know about, and here's the secret. SpongeBob is iconic. A lot of us grew up with him. The show has always had jokes for kids and adults. That's not anything new. But this movie hit different. The core theme is SpongeBob is trying to become a big guy. That transition from little kid energy to grown-up energy is normal. We all go through it. The problem isn't the idea, it's how the idea was shown.
Right.
There are scenes that rely heavily on suggestive physical comedy. Lots of butt jokes everywhere. Not clear wordplay, not character growth, but exaggerated body-based humor that feels closer to Ren and Stimpy than the classic SpongeBob.
I understand that dirty
it's not even clever
and crude jokes, they're not going anywhere. But I'd rather have those little sly jokes, jokes that kids are not equipped enough to grasp. I'd rather have those instead of seeing Patrick's booty crack.
Permission to come aboard, sir. Me too. Only if
like they didn't have to give bro this outfit, bro. Like why do they have to give bro this outfit with an eye patch? He's wearing a eye patch on his freaking, you know what I'm saying, area. That's crazy, bro.
Put on some pants.
I just want to say that I watched the new SpongeBob trailer, and what is up with these people trying to make our kids
Maybe I'll go watch the
obsessed
movie
with
and see
butts?
like what it's like.
Why has Patrick got a butt like that? Huh? And the eye patch? That star don't got no
I don't know.
Nah, for real.
Now,
I feel like they would have been better off not even giving him an eye patch. You know what I'm saying? And just letting him have no pants on as a starfish. Why do they slide him an eye patch? And I feel like I feel like there was a scene in SpongeBob where he didn't have no pants or his pants dropped or something. I think it was in the other movie. They would have been better off doing that.
You may be thinking, Janae, this isn't anything new. There's been butts in SpongeBob since episode 1. Yes, we can be honest. SpongeBob is not the cleanest show, and it hasn't been since the 90s.
Look, doubloons. Don't drop them.
Hey, SpongeBob, how do I look?
Wow, looks like those iron bun workout videos are really paying off.
About him. Wow! Oh, my foot! What?
No matter how weird it got, and I know it could get weird, there would always be a sliver of innocence. The butt wasn't the majority of the joke, if you get what I'm saying. So for the new SpongeBob movie that just dropped this year, I think people are so disturbed because there's not much that's funny about it, in my opinion. They just expect children to laugh at private parts.
Bro.
Now, while some people may disagree,
So I've seen a lot of people online talking about the new SpongeBob movie and how it's like too overly sexualized, right? And there's just too many suggestive poses, like this one what we've seen when Patrick has the eye patch around his crotch area, right? Like, do we not remember this? Like, I feel like y'all are just complaining to complain at this point because for years and
nah, we ain't complaining to complain. You one of those ones.
Years on end, they have put adult jokes inside of children's movies for years. Like, come on, bruh. There's literally nothing wrong.
Just because they put it in there, that don't necessarily make it right.
They've been doing this with children's movies for years.
Have you guys seen the marketing and clips of the new SpongeBob
That
movie?
was saggy now.
Like, it's actually genius, and it's making me really want to see the movie.
but I don't think those people understand that the new humor in this SpongeBob movie, they aren't just subtle, dirty jokes. They're literally just moves in cartoon form. And don't even get me started on Ice Spice's involvement and song Big Guy in the movie, with lyrics that read, "Off the wake up, I'm feeling my best. I bend over, I do my little stretch." What do you mean by that?
I'm so tired of hearing this Ice Spice song for SpongeBob. Big Guy SpongeBob pants okay? What even is that, and who idea was that? It don't match. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I want to know too, who made these?
If you don't know who Ice Spice is,
ideas?
She's one of the biggest breakout rappers over the last few years. Well known for her, let's just say, visuals that are not meant for children in any way. And while she's not popping as much as she was about 2 years ago, everything about her style, outfits, and her choreography is, let's be honest, suggestive. And while there's nothing entirely wrong with that, what is wrong with it is her having any involvement in a children's movie.
Hey, check out my new single Big Eye for the new SpongeBob.
What made her want to get involved with the SpongeBob movie? Not what made her, but what made somebody be like, let's see if we can find a singer or rapper to get involved with this movie. Let's pick Ice Spice. She has the perfect image to be in a kids movie. Let's pick Ice Spice. Let's pick Ice Spice.
A movie, search for square.
Who thought that?
Please tell me if I'm too woke. I don't know why I feel weird about Ice Spice being like collabing with SpongeBob, because I feel like it's like it's
because of
SpongeBob
the image that she's portraying already.
And it's fine, whoever she is, whatever. But like, if I'm a child, I'm like, oh my god, I like this song. Let's look up more of Ice Spice's music. If I go on TikTok and search Ice Spice, I literally just immediately see her shaking her. And personally, if I was a parent, I don't want my 7-year-old looking at this girl shaking her.
And then her wearing this outfit to the movie premiere.
Crazy outfit.
I literally have no comment. Most of y'all already probably know what's going on in my brain.
Crazy outfit.
People are mad at Ice Spice for wearing lingerie to the SpongeBob movie premiere.
You finna vouch for it?
Which was a premiere filled with children. But you know what?
What?
This wasn't her fault. Ice Spice
Right. It wasn't her fault.
Shows off her bikini bottom and see-through lace dress at SpongeBob movie premiere. Is this appropriate for a kids movie?
No.
What kids movie? This looks like the kinkiest since Baby Girl. The marketing for this movie.
Ooh, it was most definitely her fault. She could have went back to the crib and been like, I ain't finna wear this. You know what I'm saying? She knew where she was going. She knew what was going on. She could have most definitely went back to the crib and been like, I ain't finna put this on. You know what I'm saying? Let me change my outfit.
Man, has been borderline fetish content. I would not be shocked if she looked at the marketing and was like, oh, this is a rated R parody film.
It's bad enough they have an artist that's well known for what she's well known for promoting this movie, but the advertising is insane too.
Crazy
Whoever
advertising.
Is the creative director at Nickelodeon, come to the front. I would like to have a word with you. Because why is SpongeBob on a billboard with his kosher dill pickle gift wrap and nothing but some socks on? The fact that they target kids with adult themes and adult-like propaganda is kind of crazy. And we just sit back, don't say nothing about it. Ooh, it's cool.
Yeah.
SpongeBob always been a kind of...
People already, they tricked, bro. They already tricked, if we're going to keep it a buck. So many people already tricked. They tricked out of their mind.
And kind of off. You get what I'm saying? But he ain't never been this freaked out.
Is this not provocative? Is this not completely inappropriate? Why is the bow right there? Why is he biting his lip? Like, I truly believe the main reason we're seeing programs and platforms like Nickelodeon push this is because it's literally what children watch today.
Pregnant superheroes, Mickey Mouse in a pool of blood, Peppa Pig drinking bleach.
Bro.
Those are just some of the troubling videos.
Crazy, bro. Like the world is going. It's going
through
crazy,
the filters
bro.
and made their way onto YouTube's Kids app.
Why I'm reviewing what's on his tablet again? Why do it say beautiful? cooking class.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, we're cooked. We're cooked.
What is you watching? Is that why you want your tablet back so bad? You've been watching beautiful.
Bro, they're back there crying.
Why is the booty cheek so plump right here?
So plump is crazy.
Booty oriented.
With the rise of brain rot, not only is it overstimulating, it's weirdly disturbing. These kids are watching things and becoming desensitized to things that should make them
I'm telling you, I've been trying to tell people
watching
this,
kids
bro.
YouTube has not gone
Been
well.
trying to tell
I wiped
people this,
this
bro.
iPad, created a clean YouTube account, then trained it for an hour of only auto-played Cocomelon videos before watching every YouTube short it suggested. All the way through.
Been trying to tell
in
people
order.
this, bro.
This was the first short, and it only
Why
went
are
downhill from here.
Why are we watching ants bite a little baby, bro?
Here, this is the second one, and we're getting
Why are we watching a little cat peeing on a big cat, bro?
cats being on beds, so the mom cat beats the kid cat, making it bloody, then abandoning it. Then we get a cat
Why are
farming
we
a pond
watching-
of geese to make a coat, then a very
Why
weird
are-
AI ad for Polybuzz trying to get kids to sign up for AI chatbots, and finally, the first real video we get is a kid wailing. Yes.
I hate to be one of those guys, but this ain't nothing but the devil, bro. This ain't nothing but the devil. I'm sorry.
Those were the first 5 videos I saw after an hour of Cocomelon.
So that's why we're seeing this huge rise of kid shows and cartoons putting more dirty jokes and crude humor, a lot of butts in their programs, is because that's what children
Kids
are
are sitting
enjoying
on there
today,
watching that
which
more.
really lets you know where we are in this point of life.
Let's take a look around. Who's raising these kids in this generation?
TV.
These electronics.
The electronics,
Kids are sponges. What they absorb matters. I hate people that think it's not that deep because what's the agenda
Me
here?
too, bro.
Why would you ever be pushing these things
Me
onto
too. I'm
children?
with you.
These new
I'm with you.
movies, these new kid shows, they're all so weird. Why can't
telling
we
you,
have a
been trying
normal
to
kid
tell
show
people
like
that.
Mickey Mouse that doesn't show a cheek or make a joke about sex? And why is that so crazy to ask?
Facts. Why am I criticized in my own comments for not wanting women, little kid, not wanting cartoons to over sexualize these characters, bro? Like, why am I criticized? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with not showing kids that? You feel me?
There's so many things that kids are exposed to way earlier than they should be. Not to mention, children are growing up way faster and they're grasping things a lot quicker. So those quick little dirty jokes from the 90s that millennial and older Gen Z are realizing today are a bit weird. Today, these kids aren't missing any jokes because now these jokes are right in their face, bouncing
Crazy.
and moving in ways everyone can see is dirty. Thank you
Crazy.
for tuning into the Girl Talk you didn't know
Man.
you needed. I hope you
Appreciate it, man. I was part of the girl talk, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Am I tripping? Y'all already know I'm finna say that, bro. Am I tripping, bro? If I'm not, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, do all that other stuff. Watch this video, subscribe, everything. I'm gonna see y'all next video.